Wow, check out this beautiful palace in Istanbul, Turkey. Hey everyone, welcome to another traveling solo vlog. This is Solo. Yes, it's me underneath the mask. So right now I'm at the second Ottoman Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. Just right in front of me, you can see it's a beautiful, gigantic palace. And this palace was the second place where the Ottoman Empire, like the sultans, would live. The first one was in Topkapi Palace that I showed you in a previous video. And this second one was actually constructed in the mid 1800s. And the 31st Sultan wanted to make this palace more European style, different style from the older palace, because the other palace was like a few hundred years old. So that being said, I just want to show you around this palace. It's beautiful here. So this is the front entrance where you come through. This is where you scan your tickets. And I have my ticket actually right here. I'll show you how much it is. So it was 120 Turkish liras for the palace, and you could also go to the harem section. If you don't know what the harem section is, the section in all the sultans' palaces, they keep a special section for the women. So it was 120 Turkish liras, which is around, I want to say, around like $17, which is not that expensive. And if you just want to tour the palace, it's going to cost you 90 liras. And this is the front garden. See, a lot of people like to take pictures over here. There's a front garden over here. So if you saw my other video of the Sultan's Palace, Topkapi, that one is a little bit different. Like the rooms were separated, so you'd have to like go through a courtyard to go to different rooms. But this one, all the rooms are in one part of the building. Here, let me just keep on walking straight. They do have gardens here too, but it's just interesting. The whole architecture layout is completely different. Like this one is just, you know, like just in your house, so how all the bedrooms are in one area, that's how it is. But Topkapi Palace, every room you'd go out to the courtyard and then you'd have to go to another room. So they're quite different setup. And actually I heard the Sultan, the reason why he wanted to create this was to like be more modern, like in his, where he lives, like in his residency. And also he wanted to have it more of a European style. And you know, compared to other European palaces, this would probably compare more than the first palace we saw. And then, okay, let me show you. So on the left, this is the imperial main gate. So this gate was actually where the Sultan would come into the palace and also go out, and like, you know, special people that would enter the palace, they would come from the imperial main gate. And that's this. Let's go a little bit closer to give you a good feel of how it looked like. And they said this palace in modern day dollars would cost around like 1.6 billion to create this palace. So it's, you tell at that time they really had, the sultans really had a lot of money because, you know, they're in charge of the empire. So this is the gate, the beautiful lion statue. And let me show you. So this is the front of the palace. So actually you can't record inside the palace, unfortunately. But I'm going to put some clips and just show you how the inside of the palace looks like. It's nice and lavish. There's a lot of nice things to see inside. So that's the inside. I don't know why you just can't record videos. Maybe they want you to come and see it for yourself for the inside. But the outside, you're free to record. And then also, this palace is so beautiful because it's right next to, it has like a waterfront area. I'll show you. So like we're right next to the water over here. So you can see this is a gate, and they have other gates all around. And these gates, the reason why they have these gates are just to what's it called, if any boats or ships come through here, they can just automatically just go from the, you know, from the ship. They don't need, like, they can just dock over there. So this is the gate, and then here would just be a dock where you could dock your boat or your ship. So it's cool, right next to the palace. So that's here, and now let me walk straight and show you more of the palace around. And please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions about how to get to here or anything, just, you know, leave it in the comment section below. Okay, so this is the side of the building. I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the side, give you a feel of like how does this palace look like. Actually, I like the Topkapi Palace better because it had more gardens, and it was, I don't know, it seemed a lot bigger too. And if you've been to both palaces, you tell me which palace do you like more. See the columns and the detail. This palace inside and out has a lot of details on the architecture, even the decorations inside as well. Okay, so this is the outside of the palace, and it basically looks like this all around the building. So let me continue on going forward, show you a little bit more of the side of the palace. And then after that, I'll show you where the harem is. And then also a funny place where they keep animals. Where I guess apparently back then they loved animals, which is great. And they kept a lot of birds. So there's one area that has a lot of birds, which are funny. They have a lot of roosters and other birds. I'll show you that in a bit. This is another view. So you see they have different gates of where ships can enter, boats can enter. So it's really cool. Nice and silent. Great view of Istanbul. I believe I'm looking at the Asian side because we're on the European side right now. Yeah, this is another big side entrance. Check it out. So after you're done touring the palace, or the main part of the palace, you come out through this area. Oh, you see the black things? They actually look like big cups. It's actually quite crowded today. I'm surprised. Like during COVID-19, I'm surprised how many people are actually going out and like just doing stuff. Because I know in many countries and many places people are on like strict lockdown or they don't want to go outside. So it's amazing to me how like today there's a lot of people outside. Okay, so this is basically the side of the palace. So you get a feel of like the outside of the palace, how it looks like. Okay, so I'm just about to approach the harem area or the harem area, depending on how you pronunciate it. But right in front of me, there's a cafe. And then over here, there's a cafe too. So if you want to drink something or eat something, like here, I'll just show you, for example, what they have. They have Turkish coffee. They have a chocolate milkshake with some dessert. It actually looks pretty good. So yeah, so if you ever want to just chill out over here, you can too. And now let's carry on. So this is basically the harem building. So all the females in the palace would live here. Also, unfortunately, inside here you can't record, but I'm gonna just show you some clips or some video of how it looks like inside. See right here, it says harem. So this, you're gonna have to pay additional money to get inside. I think if you just want a ticket for this, you can. It'll be like 50 or 60 Turkish liras. And I advise you, it's better to go to the palace, or if you want to see this too, just buy the palace ticket and the harem area, which is like 40, let me see. No, it's actually 30 more Turkish liras, which is definitely well worth it, because only 30 more and you get to see this. Because this isn't as lavish as the main palace. It's still nice, don't get me wrong, it's the Sultan's palace, but not as nice. This is another courtyard, which is beautiful. Look at that tree. I like how they cut it. I went to Rumi's museum, and also where the famous poet Rumi is buried. They cut the trees in such a weird way that it just looks really nice. Like they made one tree that looks like a whirl, one tree that just looks like a dervish guy dancing. So it's pretty interesting. And then over here is just a small clock museum, because apparently back in the day the clocks were seen as a gift. So inside this little clock museum they have clocks from like certain countries. Most of them were from France and Europe. I'd say like majority of the clocks were from France. That's cool. They have a clock in the ground. It's amazing. You can tell what time it is. It's almost, see, it's almost 3 p.m. So that's that. And now I want to show you the bird area where there's like a lot of birds. A lot of roosters and different types of birds, peacocks too. So let's go over there. Okay, well we just entered the bird area. Check it out. A lot of different birds over here. It's so kind of random. I wouldn't expect this many birds to be here. I don't know what these are. They kind of look like roosters. No, sorry, they don't look like roosters. They look more like a turkey, but I don't know what they are. So funny. There's roosters over there. Yeah, watch out. I'm getting in their territory. This is how it looks like in the palace. There's actually more birds straight ahead. Just give you an idea how this garden looks like, or this courtyard. And let's walk straight ahead. There's a lot more birds. Okay, so these are the bird cages at the palace. Hello. Roosters. So yeah, please drop that like if you like to eat roosters or you like to eat chicken. But also just, it's beautiful just to see the birds, right? So drop a like if you like the birds. I believe there's peacocks over here. Lots of peacocks. Check it out, there's 3 peacocks there and there's more over here. Great collection of peacocks. Wow, the blue on it, the colors on the peacocks are so nice. See what other birds are over here. Oh, okay. So they got a nice variety of birds. See, can I put the lens through it? Nah, it doesn't fit. Look at this guy. Wow, he's pretty big. Hello. Okay, so these are the birds. So basically, I showed you now the main part of the palace. I showed you the harem. I showed you could get some drinks at the cafes. Showed you the waterfront, basically. And now, showed you the birds. Okay, so this was the palace. I hope you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed showing you the inside of the palace. Right now, I'm actually at the outside of the palace at one of its main gates. And yeah, so please hit that like button and also subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. And I just want to show you one last thing. So if you want to buy the tickets, you're gonna have to wait in this long line, and it's just right over here where you can buy the tickets. And yeah, so I just enjoyed showing to you, and please comment below and let me know what you thought about the video. Peace.